Yamsky was below me. He cut his own rope, and I didn't even notice. Ever since then, I've settled here, continuing to challenge the cliff and provide warning and shelter to my fellow climbers. If you're going to climb the cliff, there's 2 precautions you'll need to take. First, check your route. It's hard to find because of all the snow. Second, once you get to a ledge, make sure you warm yourselves up. Understand? I do get it. You must have used a lot of energy getting up here. Better get some rest before you head out. That does sound like a plan. Now, I am back up to full, and I think... Can I actually use the PHS here? I can. And this is going to give me really my first opportunity to go over... Well, not really my first opportunity, but this does give me the opportunity to say now that this is the final party setup in the game. I don't think I'm spoiling too much by saying that. So, with that said... Now's the time to put your votes in for who you want to see in the final party. There are going to be 2 final parties. The first vote, though, I do want to go over for the normal run-through. I'm not going to be doing all the side quests at the end of the game. I'll just be getting to the end, and then when it's time to do all the other side quests that will completely overlevel me for the rest of the game, I'm just going to finish the rest of the game and then reload that, and then we'll do all the side stuff. So the first final party that I want to go over is the normal run, no extra end game side quest party, and then we'll go and overpower ourselves, and we'll deal with that other party later. For now, this is just that first party. There are 8 party members. I can count, I swear. We have Fred, Soap, Dat My Ho, Tank, Sheska, Spaz, Crash, and Stefan. We have not seen any of Crash and Stefan. We've seen very little Dat My Ho, and I don't think we've seen any Spaz. If we have seen any Spaz, it's been very, very little. But nonetheless, now would be the time to start the vote. I will keep that open until the end of the game. If you guys are not sure, feel free to let me know whenever you feel like it. I do want to go down here, though, and I want to try to see what you have up here. Nothing. You have to keep your body temperature normal. Don't forget these things. No thanks. No need to rest just yet, but there is a need to save, so I'm going to take care of that now. All rested, all saved, and ready to move on out of the room with a giant bearskin. I just see it. Bearskin Road. And everybody is here waiting for us. You know, I've been thinking. What is it? Seeing a place like this makes you realize how awesome nature is. But if anyone ever told me to live here, I'd tell them to, shove it up their butt. I tell you one thing, though. If I did have to live here, I'd change things around and make it better. I guess the total opposite of this would be Midgar. When you think of it that way, Shinra don't seem so bad. Ugh. What the hell am I saying? The Shinra not bad? We'll secure the route. You come up later. And now I can talk to all the party members. Standing here like this kind of makes you feel like the planet's not on our side, don't it? Of course, we can't even compete. I mean, the planet don't even notice us humans. And then we can change party members, but I don't really feel like doing that. You could do it at the save point as well. I can't take this cold. No. Crash. Damn. If I could just get back in the air, this cliff would be nothing. Cliff. What cliff? I don't see a cliff now that they mention it. I wonder what's on the other side of the cliff. No. This blizzard's nothing. I gotta say that. No. We are not changing party members right now. And we're not going forward. In fact, we're going backwards because I did miss that item. And we can head back now. What I want to do is head over to the left side. Just continue this way. This is, I feel like, the easiest way back to the area that you want to go to in terms of getting back on the normal map. You do need a map if you are trying to go through the Great Glacier. Every time. I would highly recommend that. Now I should be able to go to the west side here. And we'll probably have to do this a couple times. This is the most direct path to the item that I'm looking for. If I wasn't looking for the item, then I would probably go south. The south would be to the hot springs. If you're looking for something on the right side of the map, of course you go to the east. And then from the cave where we got Alexander, you want to go south instead of back to the northwest. Now we are on the far western side of this map. You can kind of see some things over there, but there is something that is important, and that is the cave there. That is what we're looking for. We didn't go on this side of the map at all before. That is because there wasn't anything else over here, and it would have detracted from getting the important stuff, but we're gonna head over here this time, and I think this is the last of what I need in terms of items that are here. I will double check though before I leave, because there is a lot about this part of the game that I simply don't know, because you can't stay here very long, and that makes things difficult. But what we need to do is head for this cave here. In this cave, let's look at my items. What is important to look at now is elixirs. I'm only going to do this once, just to show off that it works, and then I don't want to exploit it though. Here, you can grab an item on the ground, but first we have a battle with, well, we've seen both of these people. Now to exploit this glitch, it's very, very simple. You walk up to this item here, you get an elixir, but I can still hit buttons while that is still up. And you can see here, I do have 12 elixirs, so I did actually get this elixir, and now I can actually leave the cave. And I wind up on the other side of the cave over here, but then I can just go right back in, and the elixir's still there. Now I can press it again. I'll actually confirm that I got it this time. And now, as you can see, I do have 13 elixirs. So there's a small little glitch for you. You can do that as many times as you want until you have 99 elixirs if you feel up to it. Now, are there new enemies here? I think there are new enemies on this side of the map. Not this time. Having gotten that elixir, that is actually the last treasure that I wanted to get here in the Great Glacier, but I didn't actually get a chance to go over one of the things that we did get, which is an accessory. It is the circlet. It increases your magic and your spirit by 30. This is a very, very nice item to have, and I'm going to give it to Soap, who has needed a better accessory for quite some time. With that said, I am done here in the Great Glacier. I'm gonna go get into fights until I pass out, and I'll meet you back outside the cabin. Unless, of course, there's a new enemy. This is Magnade. This guy is kind of difficult to fight because he is immune to physical attacks. However, something that he's not immune to, I just happened to pick up, which is Alexander. So you're gonna eat judgment. Misspelled again, are you kidding me? How cool looking is that? That is awesome, isn't it? I don't know, maybe that's just me. I love Alexander. He seems so mechanical to me, which kind of goes against all the other summons that are in the game. Okay, that should be the last new enemy, so I will now pass out and meet you back in the cabin. We are back in the cabin. I did successfully pass out, and here is the giant bear rug again. However, we are not going to be moving forward with this party because Soap has learned his second level 3 limit break, which is Earth Rave. Attacks all opponents. We will see that at some later point, but we're not going to be seeing that anytime soon. Meanwhile, we are going to teach him Cosmo Memory. Right, I've got it. That doesn't sound like him at all, or at least the voice that I gave him at all. Now we can show off Cosmo Memory. I'm gonna go ahead and set it over to level 4 for now, because I'll probably forget to do that later on. And with that done, I'm gonna switch him out. And we're going to try to level up somebody else. And I will show off the level 4 limit break for Soap at some later point when he is back in the party. I will be back when I have my party properly set up. And now my team is properly prepped and we are ready to go. We have Stefan with us. Stefan has not had nearly enough screen time as he deserves right now. Of course, he is an optional character, but he has not been in our party like at all, so he needs to be in here at least a little bit. We have given him the bunt line, the rune armlet, and the championship belt. The championship belt, if I could say it properly, championship belt gives us power and vitality plus 30. Very, very nice. In terms of his weapons, the bunt line is definitely the best stuff in terms of double materia growth right now. If I was just looking for pure power, I'd give him the sniper CR, and I would pair that with the death blow materia. Makes that very, very powerful and would never miss. Shotgun, short barrel, silver rifle, and peacemaker, all decent as well, but bunt line is definitely what we're going with right now. Stefan is equipped with 3 enemy skills. I am running low on things to give him that need leveling up, but enemy skills, we are definitely going to be looking for a few here today, so I might as well give them all to Stefan, so as long as it hits him, all 3 of those material will learn it. Now, I thought I put Aqualung on this blank one, but apparently it didn't sink in. Maybe when I was battling Genova Life, it killed that Maho? I honestly don't remember. It's not that big of a deal, though. We will find other ways of getting Aqualung. Chocobo Lore, Shiva, Kiata, Ifrit, and Rama. And the only reason that Kiata is here is because we haven't seen that summon yet. So I'll find a way to use that summon somewhere along the line, hopefully. We need to head up here, and we need to head for a cliff that we can't really see anywhere nearby, but trust me, it is there. Here it is, and we start at 36 degrees. That is our internal body temperature as measured in Celsius, for those of you that are in the States and wondering what the hell is going on.